बांग्लादेशी होने में क्या गुनाह है? अरे भाई, बांग्लादेशी भी तो इंसान है। अरे दुनिया इतनी बड़ी है, बांग्लादेशी भी यहाँ हो सकते हैं। बांग्लादेशी होने में क्या गुनाह है? अरे भाई, बांग्लादेशी भी तो इंसान है। अरे दुनिया इतनी बड़ी है, बांग्लादेशी भी यहाँ हो सकते हैं।
हम इमिग्रेशन के पीछे लगेंगे, हमारे वहां लग गया आप कि बांग्लादेशी के पीछे लगेंगे, माइनॉरिटी के पीछे लगेंगे, as opposed to saying we will include everybody. If we have to suffer a little bit, it's okay.
যদি বাংলায় দরজা খটখটানি করে আমরা তাদের আশ্রয় নিশ্চয়ই দেব।
Viewers, good evening. Should India open its borders? Should we now have an open border policy? Should we withdraw our forces from the borders and allow free flow of people? Because you see, a certain ecosystem with people like Saida Hamid say that even illegals have rights in India, that infiltrators should not be sent back. Viewers, at a time when there is crackdown on illegal immigrants around the world, can India afford to be a safe house for the illegals or aliens, as they say in America? The principle of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, which means the world is one family, must not be misconstrued. It does not in any way mean that India is a Dharamshala, as the Supreme Court put it. Viewers, this campaign to seek red carpet for aliens is a dangerous proposition, to say the least. This is a recipe for disaster. This is a wake-up call for all those who claim to swear by Samvidhan, our constitution. I'll tell you why. This logic extended by the ecosystem that you see, earth is for all humans and even Bangladeshi illegals are human beings and that they have rights even in India, is deeply flawed and utterly dangerous. This narrative is misguided, so profoundly disconnected from reality that it demands a response. And I will give this response here, viewers, and let's together send a message. This needs a response rooted in reason and in the spirit of our constitution. There are voices who dare to suggest that India should throw open its borders and roll out a red carpet for infiltrators. They claim that even those who cross our borders illegally, defying our laws, our sovereignty, and our security, deserve rights in our land. The ecosystem says that the earth belongs to all humans. Now, let's be clear here. India is not a free-for-all. India is not a land without borders, without laws, without a spine. Our country is a sovereign republic, forged in the fire of sacrifice, defended by the blood of our soldiers, and upheld by the sacred principles of our constitution, viewers. The idea that infiltrators, those who sneak across our borders, should be welcomed with open arms is not just absurd, it is beyond that. This is a betrayal of everything India stands for. It's a betrayal of our farmers, our workers, our youth, people who toil every day under the promise of a nation that protects its own. It's a betrayal of our Jawans who guard at the borders in blistering heat and freezing cold. They ensure that our borders remain safe. This is a betrayal of our constitution, which does not grant a free pass to those who violate our laws, plain and simple. Now, let me address the likes of Saida Hamid and the ecosystem peddling this dangerous fantasy. They claim that earth is for all humans, that even Bangladeshi illegals are human beings with rights in India. Yes, they are human, but so are the 1.4 billion Indians who call this nation home. So are the families who rely on our resources, our jobs, our security. Humanity does not mean lawlessness. Compassion does not mean to surrender. To argue that illegal infiltrators should have unchecked access to our land, our welfare, our future is to betray every Indian citizen who respects the rule of law. Then why have laws at all? We are all humans. Let's break the laws. Let's do what we want. It is to undermine the very idea of India, viewers. This is not about denying humanity. It's about upholding accountability. Every nation has the right, actually the duty, to protect its sovereignty. The United States deports illegal immigrants. European nations enforce stricter border controls. Why then should India be held to a different standard? Why should we be guilt-tripped into dismantling our defenses, into opening our doors to chaos? The argument that infiltrators deserve rights here is not just naive. It's a recipe for disaster. It strains our resources, fuels crime, and destabilizes communities. Now, let's look at the data. Illegal immigration has already burdened our border states, with reports of rising crime and strained public services in areas like Assam and West Bengal. This is not my speculation or fear. It's a reality. And let's talk about the Constitution, which some claim to swear by while twisting its spirit. Our Samvidhan is not a suicide pact. It guarantees rights to citizens and legal residents, not to those who break our laws to enter our land. Article 14 ensures equality before the law for those within its framework, not for those who defy it. Viewers, to those who champion this red carpet for infiltrators narrative, let's ask them, where does it end? If borders are meaningless, if laws are optional, then what comes next? Should we then dismantle our military? Should we hand over our resources to anyone who crosses the line? Should we erase the very idea of India to appease a frivolous fantasy like this that no nation on earth practices? Viewers, India is not a charity. We are a nation with history, a culture, a constitution, and a future that we have to protect. No one is coming to help us. Sample the reactions.
क्या बांग्लादेशी बोलने में क्या गुनाह है? अरे भाई, बांग्लादेशी भी तो इंसान है. अरे दुनिया इतनी बड़ी है, बांग्लादेशी भी यहाँ हो सकते हैं. उसका राइट डिप्राइव कर रहे हैं, उसका राइट डिप्राइव कर रहे हैं. ये एक बहुत ही, इट्स अ वेरी वेरी ट्रबलसम एंड एन एक्सट्रीमली mischievous and very detrimental to humanity.
ये बयान है तो सैयदा हामिद जी के मुख से, पर इट हैज कम फ्रॉम द माइंड एंड हार्ट ऑफ सोनिया गांधी एंड राहुल गांधी. सैयदा हामिद जी वन ऑफ द मोस्ट लॉयल एंड ओल्डेस्ट, सबसे पुराने रिटेनर्स में से एक है. तो ये स्टेटमेंट को आप, सैयदा हामिद का नहीं, ये स्टेटमेंट को आप लीजिए एज द लव एंड अफेक्शन एंड कंप्लीट devotion of Sonia ji, Rahul ji for the illegals.
Let's open this up. Sanju Verma, the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Siddharth Sharma, the national spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Ashwini Kumar Mishra, leader of the Congress Party. Dr. Pulla Rao, political analyst. Professor Monojit Mondol. And Karan Verma completes the panel. Ashwini Mishra, the Congress Party was promising gas cylinders to infiltrators. You must be very happy with this idea that we are all humans. सबके पास राइट्स हैं, जिसको जो चाहिए वो दे दीजिए, रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर दीजिए.
Pranesh, we follow constitution, we follow everything which is only legal. We don't support illegal migrants. We don't support anything, any activity which is illegal. And this is not a relevant topic to debate. The relevant topic to debate on the illegal migrants is that why these so many illegal migrants are there in the country. What is government is doing to move them away? We are not debating that. We are just hiding behind from a statement of an activist and putting it like a big issue. It's a non-issue.
I'll tell you why this is an issue, Mr. Mishra. When the Himanta government in Assam is trying to identify illegals, you have a pushback like this. Members of the ecosystem, and here in this case, this person is not an ordinary human being. She was a member of the planning commission. Now imagine, ये सिर्फ इंडियंस के लिए प्लान नहीं कर रही थी. She extended her role. She thought that I must plan for all human beings.
Is she in Congress party right now? No. Is she part of our any official designation? No. So how are you linking it? This is all assumptions you have. And moreover, in the name of eviction, what is happening in Assam is government is unleashing the atrocities on the minor communities, which are the citizens of India. In the name of illegal migrants, you are punishing the legal citizens of India.
Ashwini ji, मैं आपको देखिए, मुझे पता था आप बोलेंगे, is this person in Congress party? Now 1 minute. Here is someone who is very much part of the Congress party. In fact, he is more Congress than you are, or you can ever be. And I mean no disrespect here. Please don't take it otherwise. ये देखिए, मैं कोट पढ़ रहा हूं, फिर मैं आपको, आप समझ जाएंगे मैं किसके बारे में बात कर रहा हूं. हमारे यहां वो बांग्लादेशी के पीछे लगेंगे, माइनॉरिटी के पीछे लगेंगे, as opposed to saying we will include everybody. If we have to suffer little bit, it's okay. We will suffer a little bit, we will share. But nobody wants to share. They want to keep their pie bigger and bigger. You know who this person is, this champion of social justice and human rights? This is Shri Sam Pitroda. अब आप बोलिए, ये भी कांग्रेस में नहीं है?
What was CAA meant for? Why government wanted to bring in CAA?
Mr. Mishra, under CAA were illegals allowed?
No. So when did Sam Pitroda talked about illegal migrants?
अभी
You
पढ़
can
तो
just
दिया सर,
generalize and give it in any color.
Listen to me. Listen to me. ये फिर से मैं पढ़ देता हूं. हमारे यहां वो बांग्लादेशी के पीछे पड़ेंगे. अगर कोई बांग्लादेशी है तो उसके पीछे तो पड़ना ही पड़ेगा.
So what was CA meant for? It was not meant for bringing Bangladeshis to India.
Sir, there is a process in CA. It does not mean एक दिन सूटकेस लिया और निकल गए. We have human rights, we are human beings. And Saeed Hamida has sent us. ऐसे नहीं होता ये. अब एक और चैंपियन है हमारे पास on human rights, Dr. Pulla Rao. Sir, all human beings have human rights.
I agree.
Who cares about the constitution?
I agree with one thing you said. You said, are we going to have open borders? You have open borders now for the last 11 years. You've spent lakhs, 3 lakh crores, 4 lakh crores on infrastructure, on the state of that infrastructure you're seeing after a few inches of rain. You could have used something to safeguard this 4,000 kilometer Bangladesh border. Those who have come in here and staying here for 20, 30 years, yes, there has to be a humane approach to them. No, you have to have a humane approach. This is the land of Mahatma Gandhi.
Oh.
We gave asylum to Dalai Lama. We gave asylum to lakhs of Tibetans. Let us consider good citizens that those who are not coming here, you should have stopped them from coming. You didn't. There's no law. There's no activity.
Okay, so if you can't stop anyone, Dr. Pulla Rao, this profound logic of yours, that if you can't stop someone from crossing over, you must let them be. Roll out a red carpet for them. Now, 1 minute, sir, 1 minute. Now, tomorrow, a thief breaks into your house and you can't stop him. Let him just, go away with all the riches. Don't pursue a police case. Don't go after him. Don't go to the court. Because you must have a humane approach. Which is why I said this is a recipe for disaster. What do you want? Anarchy in India? The Supreme Court had to say that we are not a Dharamshala.
How are you going to collect them and put them on a train or something?
No. We begin by first naming and shaming people like Syed Hamida and others in the ecosystem who want this humane approach for illegals, for aliens. Humane approach for illegals. Go tell them to follow the law of the land. And then you will know what they do. Professor Mondal, should we give rights to illegal infiltrators, sir?
First of all, I strongly rebut the misquoted or rather deleted statement of the Honorable Chief Minister of Bengal. You did not quote her in the right context. This was said last year when Bangladesh was burning. She said that if relatives of any of our citizens, because there are plenty of them, If they come to us in Bengal, we'll think about sheltering the relatives temporarily. But then again, she said, it is the matter of the foreign ministry of the government of India. So please do not misquote a responsible leader, the chief minister of the state, like that. Coming back to your question, I think my friend from Aam Aadmi Party has called the bluff of BJP. Why have you brought CAA? All those quote
Sir,
unquote
वो तो आम
illegal...
आदमी पार्टी से है भी नहीं. Why are you mixing individuals? This is what happens. The person from the Aam Aadmi Party hasn't spoken. You see, यही problem होता है, sir. You know, misunderstand the illegals as Indians. You let them in. Professor Mondal, get the people right first.
Better. Don't go by this nonsense. Don't go by this nonsense. You can do better. Who are talking about the CAA? You have brought in CAA only to legalize the illegals. Till 2014, from 1971 March till 2014, how many illegals are there? And most of them are in Assam. On the other hand, the real citizens of India who are languishing in Assam detention camp, 12 lakhs of them are Hindus. You are chucking them out? The citizens of India from Birbhum, recently only 4 days back, all 4 of them are suffering in Bangladesh because you pushed them back without identifying that they are actually Indians. They are from India. They are from West Bengal. 4 of them, including a pregnant lady. They are languishing in Bangladesh jail. What are you doing about that? So you identify the illegals. You have no mechanism to identify illegals. Or rather, you are all pushing back the real citizens of India.
I am asking
Look
you,
at what you have done.
don't get into real and imaginary citizen. Should illegals have any rights? Professor Mondal, should illegals have any rights?
But you have brought in CAA to legalize them. I'm challenging it. Why have you brought CAA? Till
Professor
2014,
Mondal, 1 minute, sir. If you enter a country, follow the law of the land, then you're not an illegal. So that is not an answer to my question. Of course, you understand the question, but you don't want to answer it. Sanju Verma, respond to the Congress party, Professor Mondal and Dr. Pulla Rao.
You know, Pranesh, first and foremost, let's get one thing very clear. Let's talk about Assam. In the case of Assam, in 2001, this is very interesting data. The number of Muslims was just 24 lakh. How many? 24 lakh Muslims. Come 2011, the number of Muslims in Assam went up from 24 lakh to 1.06 crore. And as we speak now, Pranesh, the number of Muslims in Assam stands at 1.34 crore out of a total population of 3.73 crore people, which means that the number of Muslims in Assam as a percentage of total population is well beyond 35%. Point number 1. Point number 2, there are certain districts in Assam which are completely now Muslim dominated, where the Muslim population is 73% in terms of concentration. And this is what Himanta Biswa Sarma was talking about. Dhupri, Bongaigaon, Goalpara, Barpeta, Morigaon, South Salmara, Hojai, Nagaon, Darang, Hailakandi. In fact, Dhupri has the highest concentration at 77.2%. 2 to 3 decades back, the concentration of Muslims in any district of Assam was not beyond 22 or 23%. And suddenly it's risen to 73%, 77%. So this is not organic growth. This is because apart from organic growth, there has been the influx of Rohingyas, illegal aliens, call them Bangladeshi Ghuspetias, what you will. But I want to draw the attention of your audience to one very important piece of data very quickly. You would remember not long back, the Niti Aayog came out with a report, and it said that between 1950 and 2015, the Hindu population has declined by 7.82%, but the Muslim population between 1950 and 2015 in India has risen by 43.15%. सोचिए, मुसलमानों की जनसंख्या 43% बढ़ चुकी है, हिंदुओं की जनसंख्या 8% लगभग उसमें घाटा हुआ है. उसके बावजूद you have radical Islamists saying, you know, we are victims. मुसलमानों को तो विक्टिमाइज किया जा रहा है. We are बेचारे Muslims. ये कोई बेचारे नहीं है. And let me tell you, Muslims today are not a minority. They are the second largest majority in India at more than 17 or 18 crore Muslims. You don't call yourself a minority. In fact, if there is anyone who's a minority, it is the Jains, who are just 55 lakh in number. Buddhists, who are just 85 lakh in number.
Okay.
The Sikh community is just
Professor
2 crore.
Mondal has his hand up. He's making a point. Quickly, sir. Then I'm coming to you, Sharma ji.
So, I think she has actually unknowingly validated my charges that Assam remains the most infiltrated state in this country. And there is no word from the Prime Minister about Assam.
No, Professor Mondal, that infiltration is you see, this infiltration is not overnight. These people did not fall from heaven or the moon. 1 minute. This is because of the appeasement policy practiced by the regimes in the past. So why are you, if you are happy that Sanju Verma is saying what you are saying, that there is infiltration in Assam, then you should welcome the crackdown. Then why are you calling it anti-Muslim, anti-this, anti-that? Why? Siddharth Sharma ji, ye former member of the planning commission, आप उनके pearls of wisdom पे क्या बोलेंगे सर?
जी सर, pearls of wisdom पर तो बोल देता हूँ, but I don't take offense to somebody else saying confusing me for Aam Aadmi Party, because after Raghav Chadda's wedding, most of the good-looking people are by default considered as Aam Aadmi Party people. So I take that as a compliment. But coming to the serious point here, I think, as you rightly said, charity begins at home, and the Indian Constitution starts with we the people. When we say we the people, it does not say we the people of South Asia. It does not say we the people of the earth. It says we the people of India. So India, as it is, has 140 crore people. It has to look after itself. So any illegal migration into India is totally a no-no. That's totally a non-negotiable. That is a non-negotiable because the Constitution starts with we the people of India, not with the we the people of South Asia or something like that. Having said so, the problem here is that for the last 10 years, if BJP has been in the power in India, can the BJP spokesperson today say at least 300 people, 300 illegal migrants from Bangladesh were returned to Bangladesh? Can she start with Sheikh Hasina? This is Mr. Hardeep Singh Puri, who was the former
but Siddharth Sharma ji, Sheikh Hasina is not an illegal migrant. She is not.
Right. Let BJP answer for that.
No, but
Pranesh,
sir, this is a question of logic. Why should this question be answered only by the BJP? Let her answer the political question. I am telling you, and you know it yourself, Sharma ji. थोड़ा और difficult कीजिए question का level for Sanju Verma to answer. But इसका मैंने आपको जवाब दे दिया. आपको भी पता है. But you are being rhetorical here. Sanju Verma, I'll come to you. Let Karan, who hasn't spoken, speak now. Karan, Professor Mondal said everything about Bengal. You know, he took offense कि आप quote कर रहे हैं, misquote कर रहे हैं. In 2005, Mamata Banerjee stood up in the Lok Sabha and said that the infiltration in Bengal has become a problem. I find Bangladeshis in the voter list. The BJP was not in power then. And now the same, the party or the leader is opposing the cleanup exercise in Bihar, in other parts of the country.
So, Pranesh, you quoted the 2005 statement of Mamata Banerjee. In fact, she got so angry at the malaise of illegal immigration that she threw the papers at the deputy speaker at that time. She said, why is this not being discussed? The same Mamata Banerjee, I hope he doesn't now say that I'm quoting him incorrectly, on 19th September 2017, opposes the central government's decision to deport 40,000, identify and deport 40,000 Rohingyas, and says they are commoners, they are not terrorists. I am concerned about them. So this is Mamata Banerjee for you in 2017. How she does a U-turn from 2005 to 2017. Our friend from Aam Aadmi Party, he was saying we the people. He could not explain this to Amanatullah apparently. Amanatullah in 2022 got down on the ground, opposed the SDMC drive in Madarpur and Khera, and assured that at least 10,000 rupees are given to each of them, and in fact claimed that in a bragging manner that I have given 10,000 rupees to each illegal immigrant here, to each Rohingya here. Pranesh, this entire gang of hypocrites, this virtue signaling has ended now. Gone are the days when we used to fall for these platitudes, and I'm so glad you've called it out and today's media is calling this bluff out. We can't be falling for this Aman ki Asha, Ajmal Kasab, or ye bhi to insani hai. This is a part of the same ecosystem, Pranesh. They were a member of the Planning Commission or the NAC, the National Advisory Council. You would remember how Harsh Mandir, Aruna Roy, and all these people, they were writing mercy petitions for Ajmal Kasab. And at the same time, they were framing the rules for the communal violence bill, where any terrorist activity or anything, any riot happens, the Hindu is to be blamed. They criticize CAA. CAA, if anything, was a call for humanity, was a call for giving citizenship to the persecuted who are stranded here from 10 years. There was a cutoff date of 2014. The Nehru-Liaquat Pact, if you see the essence of it, it stems from there. And they had a problem there. How should a persecuted Hindu, Sikh, why should they get citizenship? And today she's saying, Allah ki puri zameen hai. This is the same gang which said, Allah ki puri zameen hai, isliye sab waqf ka hai. तो ये क्या करना चाह रहे हैं यहाँ पर? This bluff needs to be called out. And Pranesh, one more thing, because you've spoken about Assam, it needs to be pointed out to Ashwini ji, इनको जो नहीं पता होगा, the IMDT Act brought in by Indira Gandhi in 1983, that is what completely botched up our immigration system. Just one statistic, Pranesh, in 15 years, because of this draconian act, from 1983 to 1998, only 1,500 illegal immigrants in Assam could be deported, whereas in Bengal, 5 lakh were deported because of this draconian act, which was defeated in Supreme Court by Sarbanand Sonowal, who went on to become the Chief Minister of Assam, and it was opposed by Tarun Gogoi. That is what the Congress has done. They opposed any law that was brought in to make sure that illegal immigrants are deported. That is the disservice that you've done.
Pranesh, yes, Pranesh. Can I answer?
Please, sir. Please, you will have to answer. मैं थोड़ी answer करूँ.
So first of all, I want to thank you, Sanju Verma ji, for exposing BJP's own government faults. I'll give you some data because she gave the data. First of all, she talked about a lot of illegal migrants are there, came after 2011 when she was in government. I mean, after at least 2014 they are in government, and from last 11 years so many illegal migrants are coming in. They are not protecting the borders, because if you take the border fencing data under UPA, India-Bangladesh border itself, UPA government fenced around 2,700 kilometers of the border, whereas in last 11 years BJP has fenced only 400 kilometers of the border. They are not fencing the borders. They are not stopping the illegal migrants. They are not doing anything to stop this. But they just want to hide behind.
Ashwini ji, let me ask you a question on principle. Should illegal immigrants have rights? पहले आप इसका जवाब दे दीजिए, बोल दीजिए नहीं.
No illegal immigrants has any right, be it Hindu, be it Muslim.
Okay.
Why?
We should only give them cylinders. We should only give them cylinders, right?
That you should ask. That you should. That
your leader made that comment.
AICC Chief Jharkhand, Ghulam Ahmad Mir.
Your leader made that comment. मैं किससे जाके पूछूं, अश्विनी जी?
AICC Chief in Jharkhand.
Immigrants. हरदीप सिंह पुरी से पूछिए, वो पक्का मकान दे रहे तो दिल्ली इलेक्शन में
सिलेंडर से क्या आपको डर लग गया? पहले आपने बोला सईदा हामिद का कांग्रेस से क्या 10 साल तक प्लानिंग कमीशन की मेंबर, आप लोग कुछ चेक करके बनाते हैं कि ऐसे ही पिक कर लेते हैं? अल्फाबेटिकल ऑर्डर में अपॉइंट किए थे क्या मेंबर्स आपने? हाउ डू यू सेलेक्ट पीपल फॉर की पोस्ट्स? फॉर 10 years she was a member of the planning commission. What planning was she doing with this absurd logic? Dr. Pulla Rao, you know, you call yourself a great humanist. Sanju Verma, I'm coming to you. Dr. Pulla Rao, the phrase "we the people" in our constitution, what does it mean, sir?
Means we the people who are living in India. Who has opened these gates? Who has opened this border? Everybody says, I have only one question. Is there a government? You tell me. Are they so helpless that they can't stop anybody from coming in? And then you can blame somebody who says...
Now let me tell you. Good answer, sir. At least you are predictable, unlike some of the others. You see, when the government goes after red terrorists, the Maoists, do you know an ecosystem writes mercy petitions? Then you don't think that there should be a crackdown? You back that idea of a mercy petition?
open. How did 50,000 Rohingyas come? Because the border is open.
No, Dr. Pullarao, now you are exposed. You will write mercy petitions for Maoists and then question the government, what action are you taking? When the government takes action, then you write a letter. You will write to the United Nations, say this is, abuse of human rights, etc., etc. And on the other side, you want rights for these illegal aliens. Sanju Verma, the question is that it's a failure on the part of the BJP or the governments led by the BJP that you've not been able to contain the problem of illegals.
Pranesh, now I need at least 2 minutes because I heard every panelist saying, oh, Sanju Verma's exposed herself. The problem is these people have missed the woods for the trees. First point, what did I say? In 2001, the Muslim population in Assam was 24 lakh people. Come 2011, it became 1.34 crore people. Correct? And I said that if you take the 2011 data, it means that in 2011 itself, the Muslim population as a percentage of the overall population was more than 35%. And let me educate the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party, 2001 से लेकर 2016 तक, who was the chief minister of Assam when we saw the Muslim population going up by 3 times, 4 times, or 5 times? It was a man called Tarun Gogoi, the father of Gaurav Gogoi. So how are you getting Himanta Biswa or the BJP into it? The Congress ruled Assam for 15 long years, and Muslim population 24 lakh से लगभग 1.5 करोड़ हो गई. So Ashwini Mishra, please do not get confused, though I know that getting confused is your forte. Now let me come to the second point, and very important point. Why we need to condemn the exodus of Bangladeshi Hindus, which is what Saida Hamid is not talking about, but we as Hindus need to speak about it. Very quickly, Pranesh, this is a data that nobody seems to be giving out. I just got this data here for the benefit of your audience. Between 1971 and 1981, 774 Hindus were migrating out of Bangladesh every single day. Between 1981 and 1991, it fell to 562. Between 1991 and 2001, it again rose to 779. Between 2001 and 2012, it again fell to 632. But recently, in the last 1.5 years, the daily rate of migration of Hindus out of Bangladesh has risen to 1,247 Hindus who are leaving Bangladesh every
and that
single
data is
day.
there for everyone to see. You see, my fundamental problem with what we've heard so far is that there's no outright condemnation of this bizarre idea that we are all human beings and we all have rights. Yes, but the rights are given by the Constitution. For that, you have to follow the law of the land. You can't just drop in here across the border and then demand rights. That's not how the Constitution envisions the idea of India. And there is complete silence by the mainstream political parties on this disclosure by Ms. Hamid. Let's shift our attention. Dr. Pullarao, next time you're on the panel, sir, please think of the things that you've said before. Okay? Thank you for joining us. Let's move on.